There are men and women huddled in rooms tonight discussing dark matter, the non-stuff, the anti-things which fill the universe. Imagine writing that, Grant. Their children are of relatively specific dimension. Their houses occupy nearly calculable space. 7 have dogs. 1 dreams of playing in the British Open nude. Yes, exactly like your father. Of special interest is the woman in an office in Princeton in a swivel chair looking through a window at the pond where Einstein's said to have sat and thought about sailboats, the little ones German children race on ponds. She whispers Bolivia, a word she caught on a map earlier and hasn't been able to shake. She's never been there. She's never left the East, finds Bar Harbor exotic, thinks of lobsters as the first wave of an alien invasion. Together with a colleague, she is trying to total the mass of everything, the mental equivalent of 27 clowns cramming into a 60s vintage Volvo. What she likes about the word Bolivia, besides the sexual things it does to the tongue, is her feeling that anything you do there might cause people to dance. She would like to dance now. If most of what exists can't be seen or spread on toast or wedged under a door in summer when you want to fall asleep on the couch to a wind that began somewhere near Topeka, it's acceptable to dance on a desk in an office paid for by the Rockefeller Foundation in an attempt to resurrect that once good name. And even as she pictures herself clearing and scaling the desk, she is striding to the board and brushing away a series of calculations and replacing them with another, more elegant run, adding at the end the curly Q of infinity which normalizes the equation, which makes her noodling momentarily right with God and explains how a pinhole could have the density of a universe, how half of Jupiter could lie bald in your shoe. Bolivia, she says, spinning. Bolivia, she repeats, grabbing Bill Morrison by the collar. Bolivia, he answers, embracing the odd particulars of revelation, kissing her hand in a burlesque of manners, knowing it's just made chalk beautiful, aligned the glyphs of maps and spins into a schematic of everything. Then briefly looking over his shoulder at the board, she realizes in essence she's trapped nothing. Not the stars, but the black leading between the light. The same absence she feels at night when looking up at a force like wind rises through her body, leaving no trace except the need to be surrounded by anything more comforting than space. Absence by Bill Hicok.